Good morning. This is Debbie Royce, Empire State Development's Corporate Secretary. I'd like to welcome everyone to the meeting this morning. Before we formally begin, I would ask that everyone please mute your lines unless you are going to speak. We'll begin today by taking a roll call of the directors to ensure we have a quorum present. If you are on the line when I call your name, please say present. Howard Zemsky,
Present.
Eric Gertler,
I am present.
Hilda Rosario Escher,
Present.
Shawna Ponce.
Present.
Thanks so much. Howard, we have a quorum on the line, so you can begin.
Okay, thanks, Debbie. Good morning, everyone. I now call to order the meeting of the directors of New York State Urban Development Corporation for Friday, May 29th, 2020. I'd like to note for the record that due to public health concerns and as authorized by an executive order of the governor, this meeting will be conducted by teleconference. I'll also note for the record that the public was given the opportunity to comment on today's agenda item by submitting written comments by 5:30 p.m. yesterday. I'd like to state for the record that no comments were received from the public. At this time, I'll ask the directors whether anyone has any potential conflict of interest with respect to today's agenda item. Okay, hearing none, we will get to the one item that we have on our agenda. Pravina will now present today's agenda item, which relates to the New York Forward Loan Fund. Pravina, take it away.
Thank you, Howard, and the directors for your time this morning. I am presenting a request to authorize us to provide a grant to the Fund Management for the New York Forward Loan Fund Trust. The grant is for a loan loss reserve, a working capital grant, which will be used to leverage a public-private partnership to increase a loan fund of $100 million plus that has us working with both banks and foundations as well as philanthropies to provide critical working capital loans post-COVID-19 for the recovery efforts. The purpose of this loan loss reserve is to cover the first losses, if any, that come about on providing a working capital loan to the smallest of the small businesses in the state. There are over 90% of the small businesses in New York State have 20 or less full-time equivalent employees, and that is what this program is targeting. We're targeting both small businesses and nonprofits that have need to have working capital to restart their businesses to get into the recovery and to be viable for the next few years. This is a loan. The loan terms are for up to $100,000 in the loan amount with a repayment term of 60 months of 5 years, with 0 to 12 months interest only, and months 13 to 60 interest and principal payments. For small businesses, the interest rate will be an annual interest rate of 3%, and for nonprofits, it's an annual fixed interest rate of 2%. For nonprofits, we are looking and targeting direct services nonprofits, which are items such as legal aid, food banks, clothing banks, homeless shelters, which provide actual direct services to New Yorkers across the state, as well as having an annual operating budget of $3 million or less. For small businesses, we are targeting full-time equivalent employees of 20 or less, plus having less than $3 million of operating revenue. The fund has started to accept applications this Monday. We have not made any commitment as of yet until we get this approval. We're looking for your approval to go up to $15 million so that we can leverage over $100 million plus of private funding to ensure that small businesses and nonprofits across New York State get working capital so that they can get back into the game during recovery. I'm happy to answer any questions. One other note for you is that the fund is targeting to have over 60% of the money to go to minority and or woman-owned businesses. For those who are not able to also receive U.S. Small Business Administration, either Paycheck Protection or EIDL loans, which are the Economic Injury Disaster loans. I will take any questions. Sorry.
Okay, thanks, Pravina. Appreciate the presentation and how impressive this is. I know this has been a significant lift by you and your team, and of course by Eric and the entire management team. So thank you.
I I have a question. What is the application process? Because normally not-for-profits that are that small, they really don't have the capabilities to write a big proposal, and so that's normally why they can't apply for funding. So if the application is not too cumbersome, that would be great.
Yeah, so, the application process is 16 questions.
Okay.
There's questions, there's 16 questions. It's an online platform. It's NewYorkNYLoanFund.com. They are, every applicant is asked the same 16 questions. They're basic information, and then they get matched to a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution, and then they would have to show their operating budget as well as their IRS Form 990, and also the board resolutions that they can actually apply into a loan. But we've purposely made it as seamless and as simple as possible, because we know people may not have all their records in place just to even do the pre-application. It's 16 questions. They're quite easy. It asks your name, your contact information, and relevant information. But it isn't an RFP proposal.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks. Hilda, any other questions or comments from directors on this item?
No, I think that this is awesome. This is a great opportunity, especially for small non-for-profits.
It's Eric. I also want to commend Praveen and her team for such outstanding work on this, and the early data and applications suggest that this is really filling a very big need in the economy, and doing so required, and getting this program done required really getting into the nitty-gritty and all the details, and Pravina just did such an outstanding job on this, so well done, Pravina.
Thank you. It's definitely a team effort. I want to thank all the teams at ESD. We wouldn't have been able to do it. It's been a great team effort, and my team included, who's been spending a lot of time, but also our legal, loans and grants, finance. Everyone has really pitched in to make sure this public-private partnership works. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments from directors? We don't have any comments from the public. I'll entertain a motion now for approval.
I'll move that one.
Okay, a second?
I'm happy to second.
Great, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Okay, the motion carries. Way to go, Pravina. Thank you all. There's no other business. Can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting, please?
Motion.
Okay, thanks. Have a great day, and thank you all.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.